welcome to Game Over Entertainment. My name is Trey and we're talking about The Walking Dead today, Season 3 on deck. And yes, Telltale has really opened the door with possibilities, okay? Season 3 can go any which way, alright? Because with that ending at the end of episode 5, as long as like the choices carry over, it can... Whoa, this is crazy. Now guys, if you haven't checked out my endings video for all the possible ways you can end with your Clementine episode 5, I suggest you check that out so you can just know all the possible paths that are out there and all the different variations that can be out there. Now you can end up in like 4 different locations, okay? One where you're just alone with the baby, looks like you're headed south, and another one where you're in Wellington, you abandoned Kenny at the gate and you went in Wellington. Other one, you left Wellington with Kenny, so you and Kenny are together. And then the other one, you're with Jane at Howe's compound, or Howe's department store, which is where Carver was set up at. So there you go, 4 different locations Clementine can look at. Who's alive and who's dead can also vary based on your decisions as well. So I have to say that I don't think Kenny or Jane will be making a very big difference in that season 3, seeing that they are now determinate characters, and we see how Telltale treats determinate characters, okay? Not very good, alright? Look at Alvin, look at Nick, shoot, look at Carly, look at Doug. Bro, they're all gone, man. So in my opinion, the future looks very dim for Kenny and Jane. Alright, so based on the past, most of the variations in storyline, they all converge at one point. It happened in season 1 episode 3, it happened in season 2 episode 4, and I think if they want to continue with Clementine's story and still have your save files, it's going to happen again. Now how could they possibly do this? Well, one scenario I could think of is a time skip where we're dealing with an older Clementine, maybe in her teenager years, where everybody's Clementine will start the story in the exact same position, and maybe her dialogue or her backstory that comes up in conversation will be different based on your ending, which I think would be a very cheap way out of this situation. Or the other location that Clementines go to, I'm talking about her alone with the baby one and the Howe's department store. Maybe like the alone playthrough, that ending looks very bleak, okay? She's walking to a herd of walkers with no real destination, no real goal, okay? She doesn't know where she's headed. And the Howe's one, it's just her and Jane. It could possibly be taken over very easily, okay? A group comes in there with some heavy artillery, bam, the whole place is taken over and Clementine will have to flee. And what's the only place that I think is fortified enough and will last throughout the years? Wellington. If you saw Wellington and how it was, that place isn't like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So I think Wellington is probably the most concrete place where they could possibly meet up at and have the story converge if they're going to do it that way. And another possibility for season 3 is that Telltale gives an entirely new character to be the playable person, okay? So that one is a very bold choice to say the least, and I think that if they do go that route, Clementine will somehow be involved in the story somehow. Seeing that she is not dead, Telltale did not kill her, thank God, she is definitely going to be somewhere involved in The Walking Dead. Now, how would your save files and story variations come into play in this type of scenario? Well, the Clementine, like if you do run into Clementine, her behavior and her mannerisms will change based on which one you chose in your path. So your choices will still carry over, but just not in the way that you think they will. A lot of people may not like that option.
I understand if you're upset.
Upset? You're fucking crazy. How could you do this?
But I do think it'd be pretty unique to start off that way and to just get a new perspective on The Walking Dead and maybe just be a new character. So it's kind of trendy too, because season 1 we were Lee, and in season 2 we're Clementine, and in season 3 we're somebody else. Now that new character could be Alvin Jr. That's been word on the grapevine that people would like to play as an older Alvin Jr. I would have to say he would have to be at least 8 years old before Telltale give us the reins on that boy, cause that would be crazy, man. And it's kind of redundant too, because we've already been that somewhat in that path before with the with us as Lee taking care of Clementine, and this will be vice versa with, you know, us controlling Alvin Jr. and Clementine taking the lead position, okay? But I think that would be very cool to see as well. So honestly people, I don't expect on seeing a Walking Dead season 3 for some time now. I'm gonna put the estimated date around maybe 2015, the winter season, okay? So it's not anywhere close to us. We just got, Telltale got a lot of other projects on their plate that they still have to finish up. We haven't even really got any new substantial news about the Game of Thrones yet. So yeah, they still got a lot of stuff on their plate, but this is very interesting, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts about this on how season 3 could go about it, okay? Do you think Clementine still will be our main person, or do you Telltale may break the mold and go ahead and start it off with something new? And shout out to Raheem, man. He be dropping me comments all the time, and this one was actually pretty cool, man. He goes on to say he thinks that Clementine will gradually progress in age over the seasons. Like, you know, she went from 8 to 11, and then next up 14, 17, 20 until she's an adult. And in the final episode of Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead series, she's gonna die in a jaw-dropping finale, and everybody's gonna cry, and it's gonna be the biggest series and the greatest thing that Telltale has ever made in the history of their network, which I already think Walking Dead is the best thing they've ever made ever. But yeah, man, that would be a crazy finale, okay? Clementine's death will mark the final series end of Telltale's The Walking Dead game. That would be extra sad, okay? So I mean, after 5 seasons of playing with Clementine or seeing Clementine involved, dude, everybody, the gaming community would be crying, bro, I swear. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts about this, man. Go ahead and share below, like, comment, and share all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already to Game Over Entertainment. I'm out of here, guys. Walking Dead videos here and there. I don't really got too much more to talk about, but I'll put them out when I see fit. I'm out of here. Have a good one.